Buenas and half a day. I am Michelle Taitano Apiag, and I welcome you to the first episode of Welcome Home. This monthly television show will feature tips and tricks on getting you into that home that you have been dreaming of. In this Go Green episode, we will feature anything and everything green for your home to help you do your part in preserving the island's precious commodities. Also in this show, we will highlight 2 properties available for purchase shown to us by our friends at RE/MAX Realty Group. So stay tuned as Welcome Home begins now.
Everyone knows that the road to buying a home can be a bumpy one. But with the backing and advice from a financial institution like the Bank of Guam, buying that dream home can be a simple one. So join us as we sit with Anne as she helps us break down the process. Hi Anne, thanks for meeting with me today.
Hi Michelle.
Hi. I'm actually here because I'm a first-time homeowner or home buyer, and I wanted to see on behalf of anyone else who was in the market for a home. We just want to know the basics. So maybe you can touch on where I get started, first of all.
I guess my first question to any customer, any potential home buyer would be, have they already started talking to various financial institutions to figure out what their borrowing power is? How much can they afford to buy? And if they have not, then we'll start the process as to ask what their current debts are, what their current income is, and then from there determine what they can afford in regards to what a purchase price may be.
Okay, I've been employed for, let's say, X amount of years. Is there a standard, is there a criteria that needs?
The minimum, I guess on any lending, when anyone's looking at buying, or even borrowing for that matter, we typically would prefer a 2-year history of employment, a continuous 2-year history. But that's not to say that even if you had less than 2 years, you may not be able to qualify to buy a home because there may be other factors that may help you. But it's standard practice we would prefer a 2-year history.
Okay. Now, I'm not even quite sure how it might go as far as the process of looking around. Do people typically go out there, find a house, and then come to you with an amount, or do we sit down at a lending institution and then work with what we have, and then we can go look out?
Typically, customers actually like looking first,
right,
and then they come into the bank. But we recommend that you come first to a bank or any financial institution. It does not have to be a bank per se, but any financial institution to determine your borrowing power. So then you don't go, I guess that step would help you if you were looking at a home that was, let's say, $200,000, and not knowing how much you could afford. You come into a bank and they tell you you could only buy a home that's worth, or the purchase price being $150,000. So that sometimes shatters people's dreams. So we would prefer that customers come in first and talk to a financial officer to determine what their pre-qualification amount is.
Okay, that makes sense. You know, when it comes to rates, I always hear about adjustable rate mortgages and fixed. Can you just tell me a little more, because I don't understand what those are.
So Michelle, before I start, I just want you to know, and for any potential home buyer or homeowner, anyone talking to a professional financial person in regards to mortgage terms, mortgage rates, has to be registered with the nationwide multi-state licensing system, or NMLS for short. So they have to be registered mortgage loan originators to discuss terms and rates, and make also offers in regards to terms and rates. So to answer your question, a fixed rate mortgage affords a home buyer, a borrower, a payment that it will not change in regards to principal and interest, because most loans, mortgage loans, consist of principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So what will not change if your rate is fixed will be principal and interest. So what you pay on a monthly basis will always be the same for that particular loan term. Now you asked about an adjustable rate mortgage. An adjustable rate mortgage is basically what it says. I mean, what it stands for. It changes, it adjusts, but it depends on the adjustment period that a particular borrower is approved for. So there could be an adjustable rate mortgage that is fixed for 5 years, and you'll readjust every 5 years. So what that tells you is that your rate will be fixed for that 5-year period, and then the next 5 years it may change, but again you'll be fixed for the next 5 years. Or it could be fixed for 10 years, and then after the 10-year period, it may change monthly, it may change annually. So it changes. Basically, the rates, if it's an adjustable rate mortgage, will change according to your agreement with the bank.
Okay, typically, does it change on a higher or lower? I mean,
typically, that's where the uncertainty is, even for me telling you whether or not it's going to go lower or higher, because we don't know. Okay. But it could go lower, it could go higher. So I guess we just need to prepare our customers for the worst. So we need to let you know what the worst or the highest monthly payment you could expect if the rates go up to the maximum rate your particular loan product is allowed to go up to. So there's going to be a cap. Okay. Meaning there's going to be a rate, the highest rate you'll ever expect. We have to disclose that to you because we need to protect you and prepare you for the worst.
Okay. I guess as the borrower, how do I know which one? I mean, is that something I can request for, or is that something determined based on the criteria and the standards?
You definitely can ask for any particular product. Okay. The bank, the lender will not steer you to a particular product. We'll tell you about all the products available. Okay. But first we would tell you what we think is the best product, and the best product may be a fixed rate mortgage because you have that security for a long term. But there could be circumstances where you're looking at buying something, a particular home, and not living there for a long period of time. So maybe a fixed rate mortgage may not be the best for you. So that's the reason why we also tell you about our adjustable rate mortgage.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I was wondering, why would anyone want to risk higher and lower,
There's a lot of, and I guess that goes with the interviewing, the lender wanting to know the customer better, to understand their situation, their circumstances. So we can kind of give them every product available that will best suit their needs.
Okay. Thank you so much to Anne for clarifying these steps needed to get the ball rolling on applying for a mortgage. We hope that you take this advice and use it into acquiring one of these homes that is on the market right now. When you first pull up to the house, you are greeted by its great location, amounting to an over 730 square meter lot, great for kids to run around.
Welcome home. I'm here with Chris Guerrero from Remax Realty Group. Chris, thanks for having me today.
You're welcome.
Where are we exactly?
Right now we're in Agana Heights, right across the street from Naval Hospital. We're in a house that's on the market for $225,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath house, built in 1983, but it's been renovated and really well maintained. Come on in, let's go take a look.
Okay, let's see.
The inside of this home makes a perfect starter home with 1,100 square feet of living space. The house is located near Agana Heights Elementary School, Agana Heights Church, the mayor's office, baseball field, and gymnasium. This home features 3 bedrooms and 1.5 bathroom. The garage has a sink and a counter space perfect for those weekend barbecues or family gatherings. Wow, your mind will be blown when pulling up to this dream home in the central village of Maiti.
Okay, Michelle, we're now here in Momong Toto Maiti. Okay. We're in a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, asking $508,000, 3,000 square feet, and the lot is about 600 square meters.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Take a look.
The 2-story, 3,000 square foot home was built just last December and boasts 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, an upstairs laundry room, and a huge kitchen with anti-slam closure cabinets. Oh, and if the kitchen hasn't won your heart yet, check out this corner lower cabinet that maximizes every inch of what would normally be inaccessible. If functional cabinets don't win over your heart, then this master end suite with a stand-up shower and a jacuzzi will. For more information on these two homes, please contact Chris Guerrero at Remax Realty Group at 988-5224.
When Welcome Home returns, we will see what it takes to turn your home into a green home by investing in solar panels from our friends at Pacific Solar and Photovoltaics. Welcome home. As part of our Go Green theme, we want to share some ways we can help you lower your power bill and invest in constant power supply, the sun. All thanks to our friends here at Pacific Solar and Photovoltaics.
Before we get into what Pacific Solar and Photovoltaics can do for you, let me give you a breakdown of what solar power is. Solar power is energy from the sun that is converted into thermal or electrical energy. Solar energy is the cleanest and most abundant renewable energy source available, hence the term of going green. There are several ways to harness solar energy. Photovoltaics, also called solar electric, is one of them. This is the method that Pacific Solar uses. Scott from Pacific Solar answered all the questions I had on solar energy.
Hi Scott, thanks
Hi,
again
Michelle.
for taking time to sit with us and give us a brief overview on solar energy and the benefits of your product. So if we can just go right into it, can you please tell me the benefits of solar energy?
Well, primarily there's a environmental benefit. It offsets the use of fossil fuels, but most people are using it as an economic benefit to save them power on their, or save them money on their monthly power bill expenses. Okay. In addition to installing solar on your house or your business, it adds value to that piece of property that exceeds the invoice value.
Okay. What's the process of installation?
At first, you give us a call. We come on and take a look at your house, talk about some of the things that you need, some of your goals, and then ultimately you're going to give us a series of power bills, and we'll decide what is your consumption, what is your average power bill consumption. We'll do a site assessment. We'll look at how much square footage is available to use for solar, how we're going to connect it to the house, and then present you with a proposal. So we have our electrician come out and find how he's going to connect to your house electrically and run some of that infrastructure up to the roof. We have a team that goes up on the roof, and if your roof needs cleaning, they clean it first. They mark the holes for bolt placement and install the bolts, stainless steel bolts and aluminum rail, and then they start wiring up the solar panels and locking everything down. At the end, it's just tidying up, maybe a little bit of roof paint and patching and cleaning, and then we take the homeowner or the business through, do a walkthrough and explain how to turn it on, turn it off, and what to look for.
Okay, I think a lot of people are wondering, or maybe misunderstand that you still need. You might still need a GPA connection. So, do you still need a GPA connection?
Yes. The short answer is yes. Okay. Some of the equipment, the grid-tied inverter, requires a connection to the grid, but a wise person would always want to diversify their power sources, whether it be batteries, solar, wind, GPA, and generator all at once. If one goes down, you still have the other.
Oh, okay. Can the panels or your solar systems withstand typhoon strength winds, or?
The short answer is yes.
Okay.
It's structurally engineered to meet or exceed Guam building code, and our systems have also run through the gauntlet of the NAVFAC, Marianas engineers. So the same stuff that we install and get approved for on Navy is the same thing that we put out in the private sector, and it's meant to attach to your concrete roof and stay there through the typhoon. But the truth is, if your neighbor's barbecue grill comes flying through the air and lands on the solar panel, there's going to be some damage, and for that you get homeowners insurance. And with a small deductible, you pay a small deductible, and they take care of the rest.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about financing a little bit. Do you finance in-house, or?
We find financing for nonprofits and for commercial clients if they wish. For the homeowner, we find it's more advantageous that they find a way to take outright ownership of it, and we would point them in the direction of a local bank or some other means of finding financing for the purchase. Because with the purchase, they'll get all the tax credits. They get 100% of the savings, and in 5 to 7 years, whenever that loan is done, it's all theirs.
Okay. And so, if the general public was looking for a solar energy company, what should they look for?
One that is maybe rooted on an island. They will be here for a while. They've done some jobs on a building like yours, and they're certified, licensed, trained, have insurance, and feel free to ask them to go and take a look at some of their work, so you can do a virtual kick the tire kind of inspection.
Can a homeowner see is there a drastic difference in a Guam Power Authority bill versus, a solar energy bill?
Yeah, it's all relative to how much you want to install on your house and how much you want to invest. So let's say, for example, you have the average power bill of $350, and you have the budget and financing means to install enough solar on your house. You can bring that power bill all the way down to the customer service charge of $15, and that's month after month.
Is there anything else that you want to add to this?
Solar is great. It's getting cheaper, it's getting easier to install, more reliable.
If you would like to get more information on Pacific Solar and Photovoltaics, please give them a call at 632-4002 and be sure to tell them you saw them here on this show. When we return, we will share some of the ways the Guam Power Authority has made paying your monthly power bill easier and more convenient. One of the many duties to owning a home is the monthly bill payments to keep a home running as it should. One of the monthly bills that we get in the mail include one from the Guam Power Authority. GPA is working hard to do their part on going green by allowing for an easy pay system to their customers. Here is Vanessa from the Guam Power Authority.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi.
Thank you for taking the time with me today.
Thank you for meeting with me.
Okay, well, there's so many new conveniences for homeowners and first-time homeowners who have never had the chance to pay a utility bill, mainly power. And I know that there's so many ways that you offer payment methods. So can you maybe go down a list of your methods that GPA has to offer?
Yes, we have a variety. Customers can register to pay online using a Visa or MasterCard. Or if they traditionally like to, they can come into any of our locations. We have Hulali, Upper Tumon, the Guam Waterworks office, and Fidian.
Okay, where's Fidian at?
Fidian in Mangilao.
Okay. With online, do they need anything specific? I'm sure, that this would be their first time, so do they need a specific account number or?
Yes. For the online payment, you do have to have your account number, your meter number, and your zip code to register for the online payment.
Okay. And that could all be done online. You don't have to call the main office.
No. You can register. It's fairly simple.
Okay. And there are some people, of course, that still like the traditional method, who like paper trail. So that would be, of course, the people that walk into your satellite offices. What about by mail? Traditional, still the same?
Yes, we do get mail payments. Some people like to pay at their financial institution.
Okay, you offer that at most.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and what about? I hear a lot about pay partners with GPA.
Yes, we do have pay partners. We have SM and the Agano Shopping Center. You can remit your payments there.
Okay.
You can pay over the phone.
Okay.
647-5787-9.
Okay.
All you would need to pay over the phone is your account number.
Thank you so much for watching the inaugural episode of Welcome Home. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please join us again next time for a new episode right here on this Sorensen Media Group station. Until next time, I'm Michelle Taitano Apiag, and I'll see you at home. One of the many duties to owning a home is the monthly bill payments to keep a home running as it should. One of the monthly bills that we get in the mail include one from the Guam Power Authority. GPA is working hard to do their part on going green by allowing for an easy pay system to their customers. Here is Vanessa from the Guam Power Authority.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi.
Thank you for taking the time with me today.
Thank you for meeting with me.
Okay, well, there's so many new conveniences for homeowners and first-time homeowners who have never had the chance to pay a utility bill, mainly power. And I know that there's so many ways that you offer payment methods. So can you maybe go down a list of your methods that GPA has to offer?
Yes, we have a variety. Customers can register to pay online using a Visa or MasterCard. Or if they traditionally like to, they can come into any of our locations. We have Hulali, Upper Tumon, the Guam Waterworks office, and Fidian.
Okay, where's Fidian at?
Fidian in Mangilao.
Okay. With online, do they need anything specific? I'm sure, that this would be their first time, so do they need a specific account number or?
Yes. For the online payment, you do have to have your account number, your meter number, and your zip code to register for the online payment.
Okay. And that could all be done online. You don't have to call the main office.
No. You can register. It's fairly simple.
Okay. And there are some people, of course, that still like the traditional method, who like paper trail. So that would be, of course, the people that walk into your satellite offices. What about by mail? Traditional, still the same?
Yes, we do get mail payments. Some people like to pay at their financial institutions.
Okay. You offer that at most?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And what about, I hear a lot about pay partners with GPA?
Yes, we do have pay partners. We have SM and the Again Your Shopping Center. You can remit your payments there.
Okay.
You can pay over the phone.
Okay.
647-5787-9.
Okay.
All you would need to pay over the phone is your account number.
Thank you so much for watching the inaugural episode of Welcome Home. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please join us again next time for a new episode right here on this Sorensen Media Group station. Until next time, I'm Michelle Taitano Apiag, and I'll see you at home.